Hello, lovely people. How are we all doing? I hope you are doing good. So we're back with a bit more wuwa. I have officially set myself a goal of basically catching up with this game before 2.0. That is my new goal. That's my new aim in life. Well, not in life, but for now. That's all I'm gonna do with my life. No, I am joking. I've got too much to do to commit to that. So we're going to play some more of the character quests today, and I'm gonna play, I think we're gonna do, actually, you know what, let's find out. Let's see. I'll make a decision when I'm in there. I think I know which ones I'm gonna do, but let's see what happens.
I didn't expect such a big crowd at the hearing.
Just realized my volume is insanely high. Oh my god, turn this down, thank you.
Should I take the stand myself? What do you think, little kitty? Maybe we can do a little show of, paws. Raise your left paw if you think I should testify, or your right paw if...
She is a really, like, the design is, like, so cute. I do really like the design. I also like the fact that my glasses look like hers.
Wait! You raised your left paw before I even finished my sentence. No, that doesn't count. Let's try again. Okay, if you raise your right paw, I'll let someone else handle it. Right paw, huh? Well, I did actually want to tell everyone the truth myself. Let's give this another shot.
Miss Zhezhi, the hearing is about to start. If you would please join us.
Now? Yes, Madame Jiyan. I'll be there in a minute.
Oh. Hi, Jiyan. I made it.
Rover. Oh, you're here. It's really nice to see you. And I appreciate you coming.
Was I supposed to have met her before? I have a feeling, was she in 1.2? Was I supposed to have met her there? Because obviously I've never met this character before in my life. I'm presuming so anyway. But yeah, I think so. I think we were meant to meet her in like the other quest that I didn't do because I wasn't playing at that point.
I just handed over all the evidence we gathered from Mingyang's studio and the exiles camp to the patrollers.
Okay. Cool.
Now the Shangyun Art Exchange can't deny the fact they were producing and trading art forgeries.
Oh, okay. Is that what the 1.2 quest was about? If not, have I just missed something huge? I feel like I've missed something.
But there is one more thing. The patroller said we still need someone to testify in the hearing.
Let's get her to believe in herself. You can do this. I believe in you.
But I've never spoken in front of so many people before. How about you do the talking and I'll add details if I have to?
Actually, I kind of forgot the details.
We wouldn't want my lack of artistic expertise to give the Shangyun Art Exchange a chance to turn the hearing against us.
You're right. Then I'll do it myself.
Relax. I'll be here if you need me.
Don't worry. I've got your back. Just remember, you're the only one who can lay out the truth. The whole truth. For everyone to see.
You're right. I was the one who chose to uncover the truth behind this case. I can't back down now. Not when it matters most. I'll give it my all. I promise. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So is this going to be like a big court case? That's interesting. Oh, we just let us in.
With both parties present, this hearing is now in session. Let us begin.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting like Danganronpa flashes. Do I have to like do the things on screen? I really hope not. It's terrifying in that game. Ace Attorney, let's go.
First, a brief overview of the case before us.
Joe, I've just realized I've never seen a character in this game with like a top lip. Like they have like the bottom lip, but they never have the top lip. It really threw me when I saw it. I just wanted to point that out. She's also very pretty. Playable when? My new catchphrase.
Miss Zhezhi alleges that the guilty party, Mingyan, implicated in the tacit discord assault, was coerced into committing art fraud under duress. Therefore, her mental state was adversely affected, which led to her committing actions contrary to her will.
Oh, is that what happened?
Today, based on new evidence provided by Miss Zhezhi and the result of this hearing, we will determine whether to revisit Mingyan's charges and consider if the Shangyun Art Exchange is indeed guilty of selling illegal art forgeries.
What? With all due respect, this doesn't match what we discussed before.
Oh wait, is this the dude from the trailer? Because I loved his voice. Is this the same dude? So it was like an art forgery story. That was her oh, I might have to rewatch her trailer afterwards. Interesting. Okay.
Mr. Baitsu, I remind you that any evidence or arguments presented before and during the hearing are valid. If you would like to add further information, you're welcome to do so at any point. Now, without further ado, either party may begin their opening statement.
Madame Juya, the situation is...
Madame Juya.
Excuse
As
me?
the head of the Shangyuan Art Exchange, I, Baitsu, must clear our name and seek justice here today.
She was talking. Rude. Objection!
There are 2 points I'd like to address.
Oh.
Firstly, the authenticity of our artworks remains
Oh, bless her.
unimpeachable. Secondly, Mingyan's provocative creations stem solely from her own greed and vanity. She alone should bear responsibility for the assault.
What? Who are you talking about? Oh, dude.
Throughout my tenure at the Art Exchange, our foremost principle has been that of integrity, a well-known fact. And yet, integrity in business is not enough to stave off discord.
He looks like a Pokemon trainer. The dude in the cap. I'm like positive I've had that outfit on Pokemon Go before.
We
it's awesome.
are aware of certain painters rejected by the Art Exchange, nursing grudges and resorting to threats.
Whoa. Oh, bless her. She looks so
They
panicked.
bombarded us with spite and slander, causing a public uproar simply because they didn't get what they wanted. Should the public be swayed by these slanderous insinuations that paint us as wicked fraudsters, then I'm afraid justice will never be served.
Please control yourself, Mr. Baitsu.
Forgive me, madam. But if this injustice persists, I will have no choice but to sue them for harming the Shangyuan Art Exchange's reputation. They have damaged the trust we built with our clients.
Well, mate, if you're found guilty, then you did do it. So, hang on a second.
I demand
You put that finger down.
compensate us for our losses and issue a public apology.
Bruh, you're in the middle of a trial to find out if you're guilty or not. You can't start talking about suing people and pointing fingers. Finger at you, dude.
Such
Oh.
disgraceful behavior will not
I just want to give her
diminish
a
us.
hug.
Our principles will not waver, and we will protect the Shangyuan Art Exchange from any ill intent.
He's actually blaming the victim now. Oh, come on, you got this.
I've bought paintings from Shangyuan Art Exchange before. They were good quality, and their service was decent. Hard to believe they'd be involved in something like this.
The honest always get the short end of the stick. But who's Mingyan? A painter? Never heard of him.
Must be some nobody trying to get attention using the Shangyuan's name.
Oh.
Why is the art exchange always in the middle of some controversy?
Order! Order! You may continue your statement. Madam, allow us to present our account of the events. This all really began 3 days ago. I was entrusted to investigate a certain arcane artist in the Tiger's Maw.
Oh, is this... Are we going to see what happened? Is this, like, in the future and then we're flashing back? Because if so, that's very clever. I like it. I don't know if it is, but maybe. Oh, is it? Actually? Wait, I think it actually is. Oh, I like that way of telling a story. I was not expecting that. I just thought it was, like, an event that I'd missed. Love that. Because I was going to say, I was a bit surprised that it was, like, a story quest that I wouldn't have seen what happened with. Fun. Okay, I just want to give her the biggest hug. I feel so bad for her. She was getting so talked over, and that dude was just like pointing his like little finger at her, like, just get out of here.
Hey, Rover! Took you long enough to get here.
So, you were the one who ordered this task.
Things are getting awfully strange around the mine lately. Figured you're just the one to untangle this mess. With your knack for solving mysteries, you'll figure this out in no time.
What happened?
I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there's a special folktale in Jinzhou. Word has it, there's this mysterious arcane artist whose paintings come to life as they paint, as if each brushstroke has a life of its own.
Sorry, just 1 second. Arcane! Ah! I'm still not over it days later. Ah!
Once their canvas dries, whatever they've painted leaps right off the page.
That is sick.
Mythical creatures, the whole shebang, all real as day.
I like it.
The thing is, anyone who might have seen these paintings, well, they vanish into thin air.
Sounds like a forte to me.
I've never heard of such a unique forte. Lately, I've been receiving reports about eerie monsters wandering the mine at midnight. Some witnesses even ran into them more than once. These monsters, they look like paintings from a distance, but approach them, and they're as docile as can be. Reading these reports, I couldn't shake the tale of the arcane artist from my mind. Sure, some say it's just a prank or some new tacit Discord variant. But with rumors swirling, folks are getting jittery. Can't let things escalate. That's why I reached out to you.
Let me take it from here.
Great. Counting on you to crack this case wide open. Oh, and you might want to chat up the witnesses. Got their names right here for you.
Okie dokie. Let's go and interview the witnesses.
That's it for today. Time for a break. Oh, hey there. Need something?
Tell me about the recent event at the mine.
Oh, you've come to the right guy. I was actually the first to see those weird things. I was playing chess with the old miners until midnight, then headed home alone. On my way back, I heard these strange moans like some kind of monster was out there. At first I thought they were tacit discords, and I was ready to bolt. But then, I realized they were different. These monsters, they were being drawn to something. Curiosity got the better of me, so I took a step closer and saw that they had these strange features. Gleaming eyes, gnarled horns, and dark green bodies covered in slimy liquid.
Ooh. Could it be a new variant of TD? Or could it be related to the arcane artist?
Do you think they're related? Did Gupon tell you about that old folktale? You know, I did see some people standing nearby. Just some shadows, really, because it was so dim. Well, the light was flickering in the wind, so I couldn't make out their faces. But I knew something was weird with the scrolls they had in their hands. Every time they moved, more monsters appeared. Later, I told everyone about it, and Gupon was there. She freaked out, saying it was just like the tale of the arcane artist.
There was more than one person on the scene that night?
I'm not sure, but I overheard them talking. No, actually, arguing would be more accurate. Anyway, I got worried those monsters might attack me, so I bolted and didn't catch what they were arguing about.
Do you remember where you saw them?
I do remember. Wait, you're not seriously thinking of going there, are you? Whatever those monsters are, they're unidentified and dangerous. If you have to go, be really careful, all right?
Oh, I will be going. Want to be careful, but I'll definitely be going.
You don't look like you work at the mine. Can I help you with something?
Tell me about the recent event at the mine.
Oh yes, that strange event. It's the talk of the town right now. I've conducted several investigations and found that those monsters tend to appear around midnight. Their locations seem random though. Fortunately, they haven't caused much harm. I think it's because they always show up and vanish in the dead of night. If you ask me, these monsters are a new type of tacit discord. Since they're unrecorded, our terminal can't trigger an alarm when they're nearby. For safety reasons, we have increased our patrols around the mine.
Did you notice anything else unusual? Like, could it be related to the arcane artist?
Do you mean the mysterious painter who can bring fantastical creatures to life? That could explain it. But a forte tied to painting is rare. Aside from the blurred silhouettes I saw that night, I remember hearing voices. Like people talking. The voices came from where those silhouettes were, but they sounded like vague muttering. Thinking about it now, if it was a human voice, how could someone get so close to those monsters without crying out for help?
I see. Thank you for the information. Alright, let's go to the scene of the crime, shall we? Well, actually, it's not really a crime, it's just a scene of
I've
things.
gathered enough information. It's time to check the scene where those monsters were spotted.
Ooh, I've just spotted a chest. I'm trying to, like, complete the map at the moment, so I need to put a little pin in that when I get a second. I must have been around here. A cool shot.
Nothing here. That's odd. Did I just imagine that?
Oh, bloody hell! Oh! Ah! Why? Why so creepy? Chicha? Oh, bless her.
Grover, you're here.
Why did you do that in the creepiest way possible?
Sorry, did I scare you just now?
Yes! Why would you do that? I'm fine. Why are you here?
Finding inspiration. Often sparks my creativity.
Don't tell me you are actually the arcane artist. She looks so
Of course
pissed.
not. I heard about the tale of the arcane artist and hoped to find out who they are. Sorry I lied to you. I didn't want to drag anyone else into this.
You too? Why are you investigating this? Are you also a ghost story enthusiast?
No, I'm not into ghost stories.
Oh my god, if they did a horror patch, please do a horror patch. Oh, it's one of my favorite things. Oh, reverse do them. Some of the best stories. So good. If this game has like a horror patch in it, I will be living. It'd be amazing.
Bringing painted creatures to life, making fantasies real. It sounds like a fairy tale, but when the arcane artist first caught people's attention in Jinzhou years ago, it was more than just a tale.
Do those crows have anything to do with the Fraxidus, or do they just happen to have red eyes and red feet? They just look like crows that have been, like, taken over by the Fraxidus. Imagine it's, like, the leader of the Fraxidus. Like, these are, like, her minions that she, like, sends out to, like, overhear conversation and stuff so she knows what's going on. What a wild theory to have just come up with out of the blue. Sorry, I just wondered. It's just quite a, you know, striking colour, which we've linked to the Fraxidus so far, but...
Now
I
the
just thought I'd
story is
mention
making
it.
the rounds again. Most don't see the dangers it holds. As someone who feels the threat, I want to uncover the truth before it's too late.
The arcane artist showed up before?
Yes, there was once an artist who could create paintings that felt so real, you could almost step into them. But these paintings, they strayed from the artist's original intentions and caused a lot of trouble. I don't know who's behind these latest events, but if it's really the arcane artist, their paintings will bring nothing but trouble. That's why I have to stop them to prevent the past from repeating itself. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at investigating, so I haven't found any major clues yet.
Oh, bless.
I'm here for the arcane artist, but also hoping to meet an old acquaintance. Maybe he knows what happened in the mine.
I'll go with you. It's linked to the case I'm investigating.
Is that so? Oh, okay.
Oh. Ooh. Who's there? Right, where was that?
Hey, Jiya. Long time no see. You need more pigments already?
No, not yet.
And this must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you. Didn't realize you and Jiya knew each other.
We met during the Moon Tasting Festival. Oh, that's during 1.2. Because I know it was a festival, right. Hopefully it's going to come back one day.
But I've never had the chance to introduce myself properly.
A great moment for it. Here's the thing, Rover. I can't say I know Jiya very well, but I do know she's got this quirk where her courage tends to crumble right when it's crunch time. So, when it comes to introducing herself to you, I'd bet money on it she's been mentally rehearsing it for forever before she got the guts to take action.
No, it's not like that.
Jiya, you can't keep avoiding things. You've got to take action, or you'll never get what you want. You only live once, right?
Also, like, this kind of conversation, I understand having this conversation, but, like, you can have it in private. You don't need to have it, like, in front of someone that's, like, an acquaintance that you don't know that well. Oh, that's a bit too much.
Yes, Mr. Shilang is right. Rover, I've actually been meaning to tell you something. Hello, my name is Zhezhi. We have met before, but I like to make this a formal request. I would really like for us to become friends.
Why do we look like we're about to fight?
Of course. I'd be happy to.
What is Wait, what?
Hello? Jiya?
Wait, was she just imagining it? That's amazing.
Okay. I can do this. Robert.
That was a pretty obvious slip at the top.
That's amazing. Oh, bless her.
Nice to meet you. My name is Zhezhi. I'm a painter. I take art commissions and strive to create beautiful paintings. I'm not being very articulate, but I hope we can be friends.
Hello, I'm Rover. We're already friends.
How sweet. I must say, I've never seen Jiya this nervous since she first became one of my cherished patrons.
Wait, Mr. Shilang. We're actually here today to talk about the tale of the arcane artist.
That was so funny.
Oh,
I love that.
know the tale, but I've never come across this mystical maestro myself. If such an artist truly existed, I'd be the first to know, without a doubt.
What makes you say that?
I supply ore to pigment manufacturers and sometimes serve as their sales proxy. So most painters in Jinzhou come to my shop to buy pigments.
Anything suspicious about the pigment buyers?
Well, pigments aren't flying off the shelves these days. Just a few regulars, you know? Oh, but those ore buyers from a while back, they seemed a bit suspicious. They bought heaps of leftover ore, the cheapest type, and told me not to let anyone know they got the ore here.
That's a bit sus.
People don't usually buy that stuff. Oh, wait. Jiyan, didn't you buy some once? A long time ago, right? I remember you saying you couldn't afford the fancy pigments, so you made your own. That stuck with me. So when those guys asked for leftovers, I paid extra attention.
Are you sure you can tell us this? I thought they asked you to keep it a secret.
They turned out to be thieves who stole from me during the night. Oh, when I found out, I reported the theft to the patrollers, and that was the end of it.
That is a bit suspicious.
Thieves don't deserve my business or respect.
You tell him. May I have a look at your transaction record?
Of course, help yourself.
If this is the situation...
Rover? Hey, Rover!
Ah, Jiyan.
What brings you here? It's been ages since we last met. The patrol station's been pretty busy lately, so I haven't had the time to catch up with you. And Judge is here too. Hiya! Do you remember me? We met at the moon chasing.
She's very intense. This is interesting.
Oh, are you all right? You don't look well. Do you need help?
Hello? No, it's not. No, thank you.
The painting we had you do for us during the festival is awesome. Everyone loves it, so we put it up on the wall.
Really? I'm glad you all like it.
We'd also like to invite you to our station, so we can formally thank you in person.
Her facial expressions are amazing.
Wait, how about coming to the station with me today? Are you heading back to the city?
She looks so horrified.
But we're still Okay.
Wait, we have a case to investigate.
Investigate? About what? A new case?
Yes, about the arcane artist tale.
Oh, I get it. In that case, it's probably not the best time for a get-together.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just tell me if you need any help.
Thanks, but why are you here, Jiyan?
Oh, I'm here to support the patrollers. There was an assault near the mine recently, and they're short on people to investigate. What's odd is those monsters haven't caused any more trouble since we got here. Right now, we're talking to witnesses and trying to figure out what triggered the incident.
Did something just happen over there?
Oh, is that like a noise? Did I miss a noise? I must have missed something.
Don't tell me it's a tacit discord. Hold on, just got a message. Seems like they really are stirring up trouble again. Sorry, but I gotta go check this out.
We'll go with you.
Should we go as well?
Why not? Maybe we'll find some clues useful to our case.
You could be right, but there's one other thing. After Rover and I bumped into each other, we decided to investigate the surroundings and follow Patroller Chisha to the scene of the incident. It was there we learned about the details of Mingyan's offense and the truth behind the tale of the arcane artist.
Once Zhezhi has the paintbrush in her hand, she begins to speak calmly. She'll be fine making the statement on her own now.
Yay! Okay. Hell yeah.
Watch out!
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Wait, she can teleport? Damn. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, she's fun to play. Jidja seems to be struggling to tell what she couldn't express earlier, but eventually stays silent.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you apologizing all of a sudden? Don't worry about it.
If I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to explain things to Chisha for me. She's really nice. It's just, we're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down.
It's okay. I got you.
I'll do my best not to trouble you and express my feelings properly next time.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
Then both of you decide to ask people around about the situation. Oh, I didn't even notice like all the paintbrushes off her hip. That's cool.
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen. We were lucky to have you here.
What was the cause of the incident?
According to the preliminary examination, we suspect that these tacit discords were agitated by the frequency fluctuations from a scroll painting found at the scene. The energy remaining in the painting was generated by its creator's forte, nearly overclocking.
Oh shit,
But
okay.
rest assured, we've calmed her down and contained the energy.
So, she is the arcane artist.
The painting needs to be thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here.
What's the situation with the artist?
She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper. Well, honestly, she seemed a bit off to me. But we don't have time for that now. We gotta clean up the scene and get the damage under control.
Can I check on that painting later?
You sure can.
The painting becomes slightly blurry when you stare at it, and for a moment the scene seems to come to life.
Why? Mingyang? Why are you...
Do you know her?
Yes, we used to take painting lessons together.
You? I didn't. I hurt them. It was a mistake.
You mean you hurt those people?
I'm alone.
Why did you do this? Mingyan appears to be done talking about the matter. Weird. Very weird.
Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close.
Did you see what just happened?
Part of it, I guess.
Can you brief us on the situation?
I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was sweeping the sky. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before the whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away as fast as my legs would take me.
Did you hear what she'd said?
Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think she might have been trying to stop them from hurting people.
A vivid description. Thanks for your help.
It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird visions appeared. I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me, I've already won, and who doesn't want fame and fortune?" That's a good thing they caught that painter. Can't imagine what could have happened otherwise. Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work. That's a first for me.
That's strange. Huh? Oh, you're back.
I think I figured out the truth behind the arcane artist tale.
You figured it out already?
I've checked out that painting and I've talked to the witnesses.
The painting blurs the line between reality and illusion, causing whoever sees it to experience hallucinations.
The researcher indicated they were created by the artist's forte.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
Oh, I just want to know, that little detail about her glasses falling down and her just like knocking it with her finger. I will say, out of all the characters that we've had so far, she's probably the one that's had the most animation in like her expressions, and like those little details like that, beautiful. So awesome to see things like that animated, because it's those little attention to details that really just add an extra something to the character that just makes them so much more like believably a character, you know? Just wanted to note that while she did it, because I've been admiring that, and I think it's such a clever little detail, and it's just something so subtle but adds so much nuance. And the tacit discords were being drawn to her forte.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine, but after we met, I thought it was coming from you, so I didn't give it much attention. Come to think of it now, it might have been Ming Yang's forte fluctuation.
So she was there at the same time we were. I didn't even notice her presence. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings?
One witness said she probably did this for personal gain.
From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain.
Any leads on your end?
She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before. Maybe this has something to do with me.
Well, count me in. It's linked to my case as well.
Huh? Are you sure? I definitely won't say no to your help. Actually, I've wanted it since we last met at the mine.
Where should we start from?
You want me to decide? To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I remember meeting Ming Yang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. That could be a good start. I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go.
I think it is. After you, then.
Okay, let's go.
It's nice to see these moments where, like, she's building her
After learning
confidence
about
up,
the details of the assault,
which is cool.
we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Ming Yan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr. Baizi.
Yes! You get him! Oh my god, yes, that confidence. It seems the paintbrush helps. That's really interesting. But yeah. Shit! I'm so here for this. Amazing.
This is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, investigate the paper stack. Some pieces of paper are put beside the desk. They appear to be softer and lighter than ordinary paper.
This paper.
Anything wrong?
This white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more delicate brushwork. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like Qinan's Voyage to Yun Mountain and Yiling's Qixi's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping, and it looks quite new.
Discount?
Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident.
It's amazing that you can tell the difference.
Different papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences and choose the right paper to showcase various styles. White jade paper is my absolute favorite, but because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it.
How do you know so much?
Buy 3 get 1 free, buy 5 get 2 free, and then there's the additional weekly coupons. I know everything there is to know about the discounts.
It's so cute to see her like really like excited about it. That's awesome. Oh. How do you know Ming Mingyan's habits?
We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar. Even if we use different brush techniques, our similar styles mean we should finish a painting in about the same time. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. It becomes an obsession. I guess this is true for most painters.
Stands stunned before the painting, words hover on her lips but remain unspoken. Why do these paintings all look the same?
There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Mingyan was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when she painted this. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it.
You can understand the painter's feelings through their work?
Yes. To me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. When words fail, these feelings can be depicted through brushstrokes instead. It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using techniques that aren't her usual style.
Something's written on the painting. Waters and, what is this?
Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today.
I remember the painted world from Dark Souls. If you've played Dark Souls, you know exactly which one I mean. That lovely place. Actually, it is pretty cool, actually.
This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. It captures the scenic landscape seen from the village itself.
Wait, your clothes.
Ah, the pigment. When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little wipe. It shouldn't come off the fabric so easily.
That's weird. Maybe it's like, maybe there's something wrong with the pigment. Maybe. You see an old garment tinged with stains. The colors look unusual.
Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Mingyan could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas.
How do you know this?
I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes.
That's new to me.
After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you think? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric. How could this happen?
It seems she hit a bottleneck during her creation, and she's been copying someone else's work. But what is the Jiyan Art Exchange?
The Jiyan Art Exchange is a renowned institution that manages the exchange of calligraphy and paintings in Huanglong. For an artist to have their work selected is a great honor, bringing with it immense prestige. According to Mingyan's diary, the art exchange had been collaborating with her until some terrible mishap occurred. But I have some other thoughts about it. Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them, perhaps even surpass them. I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined. It's not quite there yet. Still short of perfect, Will my client be disappointed? I had these kind of thoughts every day while I painted. It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts, but they can also lead one astray. I felt trapped for ages until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow, embrace my emotions fully, and create the art my heart yearns for. This is of the greatest importance to me. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose my way. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her.
Yes, we should continue our investigation now.
Hey, have a look at this. Seems like this pigment is homemade. But why are there herbs in it? Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with?
About to say, is this where the hallucinatory version of it came from, maybe? It doesn't look like a pigment, more like the medicinal herb residue to me.
Medicinal herb residue?
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration.
Haven't you seen someone brewing this before?
I've never tried myself. When I get sick, I usually just wait it out. My family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made. Sorry, I'm just not very experienced.
Fragments of a vase scatter across the floor. The scrolls and papers are in disarray as if they've been rummaged through. What happened here?
I think... No, I might be wrong.
What are you thinking?
Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong.
This is a discussion. There is no right or wrong.
Then... I'll share it with you. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it fell. Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff? Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will definitely be impressed with my deductive skills.
Oh, bless her. That's so cute. Oh my god, she's adorable. God damn it, this is probably the cutest quest. I mean, it's sad, don't get me wrong, but it's cute.
A gold puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it slipped out of the window.
Who keeps gull puffs as pets?
Why wouldn't they? My family used to have an aquarium at home with lots of gold puffs. I thought it was a popular trend. Sorry, I need to improve my investigation skills.
It's a logical explanation.
Is that so? I'll practice more often.
By the way, was that your forte just now?
Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. They only exist for a short while. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty now.
Haven't done this for a long time?
Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand my progress and improve my skills. And artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing, nearly flawless. But that's not my goal. So I've used this ability less over time, but it's fine to use it for the investigation.
Do you think Ming Yang's case has something to do with you?
Yes, it could be related to my forte.
Seems a bit upset and unwilling to continue this topic. We'll talk about this later. Let's look outside now. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's footprints. Ooh. Cheeky little footprints. Someone's been here. Someone left these tracks. They could be the missing piece in our theory.
Someone broke into the studio looking for something, or trying to steal something. Probably something tied to Ming Yang's paintings. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the vase to fall.
That makes a bit more sense now.
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yang's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead.
The clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp. There, we found new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this.
Some more residues are scattered beside the trolley with colour stains on it. Looks like pigments.
The trolley is worn. Maybe it carried something very heavy.
Maybe the exiles used it to transport ore and pigments.
Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the ore?
Let's see if we can find the evidence. A large pile of fragmented ore is mixed with the pigment unmarked and packaged.
Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on Mr. Shilang's transaction record.
Seems you're right. They're the ones that bought the leftover ore.
I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these specific ores. Standard pigments adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch.
That sounds familiar. Was the pigment in Ming Yang's studio the same as this?
They are similar. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But why did these people break into her studio?
It's a good question. Someone's coming this way.
Who are you?
Hello. We are...
We want to buy paintings.
You're here to buy paintings? That's not how this works. Go on, get out of here.
We're actually here for Ming Yang's paintings. She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
Huh? Okay then. My bad.
What did you mean just now?
It's nothing, just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually doesn't take long for her to return.
Do you know her?
Know her? We go way back. She's okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
Did something happen to her recently?
Can't recall anything noteworthy.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece. I spotted her taking risky stabs at painting out in the wild.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember her talking about making art you could step into or whatever. But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequencies. We warned her, but did she listen? Nope.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists, always on their own wild wavelength, aren't they?
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting, some gigs here and there. Just the everyday grind.
You don't buy ore to make your own pigments?
Oh, right. You reminded me. We do make and sell pigments, occasionally.
Oh yeah, Ming Yan buys from us often. We give her the lowest price, just as friends do.
I see. Thank you. We'll leave now.
I have an idea.
Did you want to say something just now?
Yes. I think neither these exiles nor Mingyan has told the truth. I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if it's from constant exposure to ink? If so, they must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks.
But they lied to us and tried to cover it up.
The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match what Mingyang described in her diary. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings, which really affected her art. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun art exchange got involved.
We can investigate the camp again tonight. What do you say?
Good idea.
You two patiently wait until the night falls.
I hear people talking.
We can eavesdrop on their conversation.
Okay, I'll use my terminal to record it, just in case.
Nice bit of evidence we might need there.
Oh, Mr. Beitzer stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Mingyan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Hey, watch yourself. I just did what I always do. She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess? Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't suspect me. It's no big deal. I pinned it all on Mingyan, so we're in the clear.
Someone was here earlier asking about her case. No patrollers, but do you think they could find out what we did?
Doubtful. They might notice we're making pigments here, but that's it.
It doesn't matter if they find out. We pose as exiles. And what doesn't an exile do?
But we should be careful. Remember what Mr. Beitzer warned us about? Keep these things on the down low. And if anyone finds out, they can't be allowed to trace it back to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
So the Shenyun art exchange has been involved in Mingyang's case right from the start.
It's a good bit of evidence we got there. Love that for us.
No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Mingyang earlier.
Masquerading as exiles is indeed cunning. But Ying Fen, that name sounds familiar.
It was his signature on Mr. Shilan's transaction record.
We spoke right where it happened.
When I asked him about the
What was
incident,
that?
he put all the blame on Mingyan, saying she had ulterior motives. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own involvement at the scene in the first place. These distractions led us to concentrate solely on Mingyang, ignoring other possible angles.
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it.
Let's give the area another sweep.
But there's so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in?
We'll walk right in.
They might hide all the evidence if we barge in like that.
And we'll just have to blend in.
Okay.
With exile clothing at hand, you two quickly change into your disguises.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too.
This just may be the tip of the iceberg. What do these rankings mean?
These addresses are not too far from each other. So, the art exchange must be managing its network by districts. This camp is likely the hub for this district, handling transportation and supplies.
Judging from the list, it looks like they're still searching for artists to create forgeries.
We must stop them from expanding their network. Oh.
These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember the real ones circulating the market. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
Most of these paintings were sent to the Whining Ix's mire.
If they go through the ports, it'll be harder for anyone to ever notice. Not to mention the threats from the Shanyuan Art Exchange. We should look for more clues.
Jiyan plays the recorded content.
I want out of this. Impossible. We've never had anyone quit from a deal. Besides, you've already
Staring at
paid
us a
the
little
money.
bit.
You can have the money back. Every penny of it. I just want out. Please. I won't make it difficult for you.
You think we'll let you go just like that after seeing our entire operation? You know what? Could work something out, but it'll come at a small fee. Gotta have insurance.
What do you want?
A dead person tells no tales.
The recording goes silent for a while before someone speaks
That's
again.
everything from our talk yesterday, boss. She's still holding her cards close.
Keep an eye on her for now. If she tries anything, take her out.
Understood.
I mean, that's pretty evident. Obviously, like, we definitely need that. Play that recording, and he can't really deny that, can he, really?
This must be the warehouse they were talking about. There's still some leftover ink lying around.
These paintings.
They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Xehua Village. Ming Yang's work.
So all those copies from the studio.
These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now. She was working with them to create forgeries for her own gain. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself.
I'll notify the patrollers.
Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Xehua Village original, not a copy. Shouldn't it be at the studio? Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from the studio.
How can you tell them apart?
These copies, they're almost identical to the original, but there are some details, subtle ones, that reflect the artist's quirks, not just their technique. The painter copied them well. But if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit, more rigid in some areas.
How do you know so much about the original painting?
Well, that's because
Oh, is it hers? Oh!
Look out!
Oh, she is fun to play. Ooh. Oh dear. Are you hurt?
No. I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit discords come from?
The researcher mentioned a link between Ming Yang and TDs.
Her emotions cause the painting's frequencies to fluctuate, attracting the monsters.
But she's not even here.
You said art always reflects the artist's mood.
It's just... I'm not really sure why her mood is, reacting to us.
Maybe... Could it be because I'm here? She did see what I could do with my resonance ability once. Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. Maybe it was seeing my ability that inspired her to start creating those phantasms. Maybe that's why she began to lose herself in her art. It seems like all those accumulated emotions just burst out whenever we get close to her or one of her paintings. It's all my fault.
It's neither your fault nor the paintings.
But more exiles from the art exchange.
More on that later.
Watch out!
Damn, that is so sick. I'm trying to get to the point where I can see her ult. I want to see the ult. Oh, here we go.
Art unveiled!
That is actually really cool. Is that like a certain amount of distance she has to be? Yeah, fully vanish.
Watch out!
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with
Yes.
Who exactly are you people? You don't look like you're patrollers. What do you want? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want. We can always make new ones.
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line? It's disrespecting the creator's dignity.
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even I could draw one with the flick of a wrist. Who cares if they're real or not? For the amount of paint and ink that goes into them, I'd even go so far as to say paying those painters 20 credits each is a ripoff.
How could you measure the value of creation in such a way?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up. How does that sound? Take it and scram.
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from me?
I want to expose everything to the public.
What?
Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about all the forgery and smuggling you've been doing. The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit? I'll expose it all. Is something wrong?
I like the idea. You have my support.
I can't remain silent about this any longer. This is the only way more people can learn about the truth.
You better think this through. The Shanyuan Art Exchange is not a group you want to cross.
I never painted for the Art Exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then I'll be the one to do it.
I might just have the plan.
First, we keep these guys on close watch. Then, we need to catch them off guard. And the best way to do that is...
Well, that's quite the story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the incident, yet the real culprit remains unknown. Your accusations are groundless. Allow me to remind you, she was the one who created those paintings, insisted on selling them, and concocted the entire terrifying incident.
We literally have you on tape telling the dude to take care of her if she refuses to cooperate, bruh. Bruh, you really can't deny that. It's clearly you.
Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without my intervention?
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing the subject.
Yes! Call him out!
How ungrateful. She ensnared us in this debacle, and now you dare to lay the blame at our feet.
But before we proceed, I wish to present this audio recording to the court.
Oh, Mr. Baitsu stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Mingyan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess?
Mingyan was initially only making copies. Everything changed after you stepped in. Trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was already no turning back by the time she wanted to quit. So, saying she was the mastermind behind it all, that's just not fair.
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording, now was it?
We found the original painting in the hidden warehouse, and we found evidence of forgeries being bought and sold.
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
Yes!
There's no such thing as real or fake paintings. You're not fooling anyone.
No! He's pointing. This is what I imagine the Ace Attorney games are like. It's just a lot of pointing.
To be forgery, there has to be another original artist. These paintings are all the work of Mingyan. Even if she made dozens of identical copies, it wouldn't be considered forgery.
Mr. Baitsu, do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course. It's Serenity of Shehua Village, the work of the arcane artist.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability of the arcane artist Mingyan.
However, judging from these paintings, It seems Ming Yang's ability never stabilized successfully. Except for this original piece.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have solid evidence to prove the differences between these paintings? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes, is there?
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something interesting about the materials used in these paintings. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to blend more naturally and retain color for longer. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes simply by analyzing the ink used.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Ming Yan is only allowed to use a single kind of pigment throughout her work? How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgeries?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me.
Yeah, it is. Mic drop. Boo! Bitch. Yeah! Gam! So, did she give you permission to copy those paintings? No, she did not. No, she did not.
When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely.
Oh, I like the art style.
Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality.
Oh, wow.
This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered to my dismay that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality.
Wow.
Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire.
Jeez.
My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush.
Oh.
I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush.
Oh, that's so awful.
Shehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jinzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on Serenity in Shehua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing.
Oh.
And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And
wow.
I never used my abilities to paint again.
Oh, that's so sad. Wow, her parents can go
Well, that
away.
was certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Granted.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes. Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations, pieces of my life. They formed my past and shaped who I am today. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much more. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take responsibility. I can't just let this go on and hurt others.
This character development, it's so good! Ugh! Let's go!
It's okay. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that special to me. Maybe I just don't get it.
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
Why is the world inside this painting so distorted? Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something? Did you?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone now. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
Ooh, that was cool. Sorry, I'm trying not to make noise while there's these cutscenes in case I need to like move the audio and sync it a little bit better. Just PC issues, you know.
I've already done everything I can. Why are you still better than me?
Oh shit. Did not move in time at all there.
Target confirmed.
God, I love the stage that this is set in. This is gorgeous. I love it's like reflecting her mindset as well when she was painting this and like the desperation. Ooh! I did not move at all there. Oh, I'm not moving. I'm just not moving. What are you doing, G? Move! Dodge, woman!
You'd never have what
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Art unveiled. Did I mess it up?
God, the music is amazing as well. Oh.
Still, I couldn't.
So cool.
Why? I perfected everything. It's all because of your abilities.
My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know art paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same. shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art.
Oh my god, she's actually just adorable. Like, oh my god. This has been the cutest quest, like her character model. Oh my god. Baicha merely glanced at you without saying a word. Mic drop, bitch!
That has been so cool.
So everything she said was true.
Wow, beautiful.
It's beautiful. We should be able to use it as proof. Of course. I'll be sure to record everything faithfully. This is amazing though. Like, what? Oh, wow. Look, I love this setting. This is probably my favorite, like, story quest final setting that we've had. It's stunning. I just love the way, the way that, like, the art paper fabric is moving in the background. It's so beautiful. Oh, just absolutely gorgeous. And I love that she kind of took those, like, negative feelings and made it into something beautiful, you know?
When I learned the truth, I was heartbroken. I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years. But Rover's words made me realize something. It was never about the paintings themselves, but rather those who sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, insulting to both the original artists and their imitators. Set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed. Now, everything has been brought to light.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden. Mr. Baitsu, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges, determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and conduct a comprehensive investigation as soon as possible. This hearing is adjourned.
It's finally over. I didn't miss anything important, did I?
You did great.
Huh? No, not at all. I was just coming up with things to say as I went. My palms were sweating the whole time. I definitely couldn't have done it if you weren't there with me. Thinking about the feeling when we were investigating the case together is what kept me calm during the trial. What I meant to say is, back then, everything I said felt right. Like I could just be myself around you. It felt so good to be that relaxed. Thank you for helping me through this. You helped me find the courage to believe in myself. Thanks to you, look at everything we accomplished. The Shangyun Art Exchange is undergoing investigation. It'll be the end of their businesses. And the painters they coerced are finally set free. Thank you. I haven't felt this happy in a long time.
Don't mention it.
I want to pay Mingyang a visit. After all, she was involved in all of this, and I want to tell her everything. What do you think?
Can I come with you?
My commission started with her, plus you and I solved the case together.
Why don't you come with me?
Is the commission over?
Yes. I already had it taken care of the day we found out the truth.
All right, let's go.
Judja? It's been a while.
Your injuries.
The researchers have taken good care of me. A chat won't hurt. And you must be the Rover.
You know me?
I heard about everything you did. Thank you for freeing me from those nightmares. You know what, Judja? You may seem soft and gentle on the outside, but if your boundaries are crossed, I think you can be tougher than anyone else. And I still owe you an apology. Forgive me, because I was so obsessed with wanting to be you, to be better than you. I've caused you so much trouble. The pain of these injuries managed to put a stop to my obsession with imitating your paintings. Maybe I was never meant to be a painter to begin with.
I brought you a gift.
Minion accepts a scroll of painting from Jiyan, staring at it for a long time after opening it.
See? Only you can create a painting with such life. I still have a long way to go.
This is your painting. It's the one you gave me when we first met.
How ironic. I've been trying to imitate you for so many years that now I can't even tell my own paintings apart anymore.
Your paintings were never inferior to mine. Just look at this piece. Even you approve of its value. It doesn't matter who painted it. Mingyang, I hope you can find your true self, whoever she is. I know you can do it.
Thank you for bringing me this painting. Really.
Oh. Mia opens the scroll painting once more and stares at every detail for a long time. She appears lost in thought. Jiyan and you leave quietly after seeing this.
I think it's safe to say she'll give it some thought. During the few times we met, she was always passionate about discussing art with me. I think that fire inside her won't just fade away. Come to think of it, the deep discussions we had and the painting duels back then felt like true friendship. So, seeing her in so much pain, I just had to help. I don't want Mingyang to lose hope and have someone who loves painting so much just disappear.
I think she understood what you meant earlier.
To be honest, I didn't just see this case through to correct mistakes or help the artists. Deep down, I didn't want to let you down. I wanted to tell you this back at the mine, but the words just didn't come out right.
It's fine. I understand what you're trying to say. I'm glad you finally said it.
Thank you for being my friend and helping me through all of this, Rover.
I can say the same to you.
While I have yet to uncover my past and who I am, every moment with you is a new and special memory. Thank you for your help, Jiyan. This experience has helped me understand you and the world a little better.
You seem to be pretty slow on the news.
So, you know how to tell jokes now.
You've given me the courage to joke around.
Does that mean you can do the same in front of others?
Well. Let's take it slow for now.
Hi, Rover. I'm not sure if this message will reach you, but I hope it does. There's something I've been wanting to tell you, but I can't seem to find the right words in person. To be honest, I'm afraid you might reject what I'm about to ask. I'd like to give you this scroll of painting. It's not just because you helped me with the Mingyan situation, but also because you freed me from a worry that's been haunting me for years. The patrols returned the serenity of Shuehu village that I drew during the hearing, but I want you to have it now. After all, it's the reason we met, a testament to our shared journey, and a symbol of the courage you instilled in me. In a way, we created this painting together. My heart will always be connected to this piece, and I must admit, I have an ulterior motive. I want it to stay with you. Jiyan.
That was so good! Oh my god, I loved that quest. I loved that quest. Okay, let's talk about that quest first before I get on to the next quest. Okay, no, I loved that. I thought that was actually brilliant. I really liked the character of Jiyan. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but I really loved her character. Oh my god, like, she was definitely the character where, like, I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, she's very unassuming, you don't really know a lot about her, but now playing this quest, oh my god, I so understand her character now. That is what a character quest is supposed to be. Yes! I love it, I love it, I love it. So, I loved the character development we had in this quest, considering that it was a relatively short quest as well. I think her character, when we first met her, she was very, like, shy. Well, I say first met, I mean, like, me first meeting her in this quest. I don't know what she was like in 1.2, but, like, she was very shy. She was very internalized, you know, she was almost anxious and wanted to do certain things, but felt like she would just be holding other people back, but she was still kind of trying and didn't really believe in herself and her own abilities. And also I really liked the way that she mentally was, like, picturing certain things, and you'd kind of see that, and then we'd kind of interrupt her and she'd be like, oh. Like, it was really sweet to see that side of her, and then have her actually grow to the point where she was like, I believe this is wrong and I'm gonna do the right thing, and I want to make sure that I'm gonna protect these other artists and this work, because that is my truth and that's what I believe in, and what these people are doing is wrong. And I love the fact that her morals and her beliefs completely outshone her own anxiety and nervousness, and having that support from the Rover, but also just in general the growth when you could see how she was with Rover at first, and then actually when she kind of became more comfortable, that she was a lot more talkative, and especially when she was talking about something she was really passionate about. It was just lovely to see her, like, she wasn't, like, stuttering, she was just, like, expressively talking about things that she's passionate about, and, like, I was just there like, this is so cute. Like, it just made me so fond of her, because I was like, she clearly loves painting and art, and she, you know, the materials for it, and she loves it so much, and it was so awesome just to hear her talking about it and her own expertise with it and how much she appreciates it. I also think learning about her past and the fact that her own parents were exploiting her forte for money, and then when she basically wasn't using it anymore and wasn't doing art in that way anymore, they, like, left her. That is so sad, and I think it makes sense why her character is the way that she is and why she's so, like, shy with people, because she probably felt that her own parents couldn't love her, so, like, who else could, you know? Like, if her own parents are gonna treat her that way, you know, she's just gonna kind of stay away from people. So when people are being very kind and friendly to her, I can understand her being so hesitant with them, because it's hard probably for her to trust that. But I love that over time, the fact that, you know, the Rover was so patient with her and was working together with her, it helped her to, like, trust her better, and that's why she was so open and expressive with her. And I think that that was such a nice character development to see. I mentioned this, of course, before, but I definitely think the Jiyan model is one of the ones that's been the most expressive. Like, oh my god, the facial expressions, amazing. That little nudge with the glasses, even, like, in that cutscene with the paint on her face, and she was, like, trying to brush the paint off. Just the way that was animated was so gorgeous. I don't think they've done that much with another character. Like, it was so beautifully done, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Like, oh, so good. I think the basis for the quest, I thought it was a good story. You know, it wasn't anything insane, but I just thought it was a nice story and a nice glimpse into how art is in Wuthering Waves, and how art has kind of stayed alive and developed in this kind of post-apocalyptic scenario, you know, and I like the value that's placed on it, and also the fact that she was using art without her forte for a reason, and I like that there was a reason behind that, and it's nice that she's now going to have the courage to go forward and work how she wants to again. And I think that this was another great example of a character being supported by the rover and them developing a friendship, and you can see how that's going to go forward. But we got to learn about the character, and we got to learn a bit more about the world, and this was a great character quest. I thought this was really good. I really enjoyed this. So yeah. Right, on to the next one. We're going to do a second one. So we're going to do the Jiyan one as well. Because this one, to be fair, is probably the first one I should have done. But I'm going to do this one too.
See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full effect.
And that's thanks to your efforts, Wenshu.
I love him.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the Midnight Rangers tirelessly guarding the front lines, the Riverside Games wouldn't be possible. Don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a breather. It's not good to push yourself too hard. So, how about picking up an event to participate in?
Wenshu, thank you, but you don't have to pitch me.
Why not? Go. Enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still young.
Rover, it's good to see you here.
Oh, I guess you must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. I'm the director of the Riverside Games. You can call me Wenshu.
Thank you for the invite, Wenshu.
I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send out those invitations without Jiyan's reminder.
It's not worth mentioning, Wenshu. This is the first Riverside Games in many years, and you must have been busy with various matters. I only offered a little help when I could. Rover, it's a slow day today. Please take a break and have some fun.
That's right. Go participate in the event, you two. That's how you enjoy your day off.
You mean I can participate too?
Of course. The Jinzhou Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover. Only a few events specifically require participants to be resonators. Other than that, there are no special restrictions for any event.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. Look at him. Jiyan still remembers the rules better than I do. Who would have thought? During the preparation, I came across some pictures from past games and instantly felt a rush of adrenaline. Ah, the memories of my youth. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines, getting ready for emergencies. The Riverside Games is their only chance to relax and have some fun.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Many of them are open to on-site registration. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings before the race begins. You can consult Wenshu should you need any assistance.
Got it.
Have a great time, Rover.
So you better be coming back. This is your story quest, sir.
Oh, well, I didn't invite him over for that. I hoped he'd come and relax, not find a new place to work.
Oh, he's a workaholic though, isn't he?
On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control without Jiyan's prudence. Sorry, I'm getting off track. The Gull Puff relay is about to start, and I have to go to the scene in case anything happens, especially those still warming up in the backup lane. Gotta bring them over. Rover, are you coming with me?
Sure, why not?
Where am I going? Oh, here.
Ugh. All those hours of training for nothing. We're doomed.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Ling Yan, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi, Wenshu. And this is?
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now.
What's the matter?
2 of our teammates accidentally injured themselves during warm-up. Luckily, the wounds weren't too bad. But the doctor said that they wouldn't be able to participate in the relay anytime soon. We've asked the organizing committee, said we could still participate with temporary teammates.
But the relay is starting soon. It's impossible to find another person to join us, not to mention two. Oh. First our captain had to quit because of some family emergency, and now this? Ugh. Are we supposed to just wait for the next Riverside Games? Who knows when that will be?
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
No.
Rover is also a resonator. She's fully qualified for the Gullpuff Relay. Still, it depends on whether she'd like to join you.
What kind of a competition is it then?
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gullpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins.
Sounds interesting. Count me in. I don't think I've got a choice. I'm so bad at the races!
Thank you so much. If we could get the prize money, we'll definitely split it with you.
That's right. We'll buy you the best barbecue in Jinzhou. That place is everyone's favorite.
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Is it the person I'm thinking of?
Who?
Jiyan?
Bingo!
Oh, why didn't I think of him?
Are you serious? The General doesn't look like he'd be interested in events like this.
Well, there's more to your General than you
He's
know.
right
That's all I can say.
What do you mean?
Instead of asking questions here, why don't you just go and invite him?
I don't have the guts.
I'll go.
Go invite him now, and you may still have a chance to get him on board. Don't let others take your chance.
We're counting on you, Rover.
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in?
Yes, but I've run into a bit of trouble.
Trouble? If you're comfortable sharing, tell me about it. Maybe I can help.
Actually, I do need your help.
So, you want me to join the relay as your temporary teammate?
Yep. What's the matter? What, are you scared?
No. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed according to the Midnight Rangers units they belong to. Therefore, they're familiar with their teammates and have good teamwork. I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That candidate doesn't have to be me.
But we'll be disqualified without another teammate. I really want to join the race with you. Please!
I see. Might be fun. But given we never trained together before, it may prove challenging to win.
Doesn't matter. You're a last-minute temporary team anyway.
A temporary team?
You alright?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. It's been a long time since I've last heard that phrase. Indeed. No need to worry about the end result before the competition begins.
The team would be thrilled to have you.
Yes. I'll join you. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Huh.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
That's a bit weird. The two different facial expressions here. I love it.
You managed to rope the general in?
I love how the guy on the left was like, yay! And the guy on the right was like, ah!
Greetings, General Jiyan, Rover.
So funny.
Rover has told me what happened. I will join you.
Hooray! Now we can join the race. With General Jiyan and Rover on our side, maybe we can even aim for a new record.
I wouldn't be aiming for that.
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably won't hit the record. Unless...
Unless what?
Sorry. Forget about it.
Wait, what record?
10 years ago, a team set the record in the Gulpuff relay race. That record remains unbeaten to this day. Since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy. But the video of that race got borrowed and never returned. Bummer.
They set the record. They must have trained together for a long time. Well, we're a temporary team. Would have been able to learn much from it anyway.
Keep your chin up. Your hard work will pay off. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team, too.
That's unexpected.
Wow. So even General Jiyan has heard of that race.
Yes. That was a good race.
Was he in the team? Was it his team? Oh.
Well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much time left, and we haven't even decided the relay order.
Ah, the relay order. It used to be decided by the captain. Then, General, can you decide it for us?
As you have trained together extensively, I trust you can decide the order better than me. I will gladly cooperate to the best of my abilities.
All right. In that case, I think Ganchuan would be perfect as a first runner.
Me? The first? Seriously?
You've always been the first runner during our training. Surely you'll make a good start.
The first runner doesn't need to coordinate with the two of us. He only needs to exchange the controller with Ling Yan. It's a safe arrangement indeed.
Whew. I'll do my best.
As for General Jiyan and Rover, I think... General, can you be the connecting third runner? Since you're familiar with both Rover and us Midnight Rangers.
A reasonable strategy. I agree.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Ling Yan, then General Jiyan, and Rover last.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax.
A piece of cake. Prepare to be surprised when I win the race. That ain't gonna happen.
I've always trusted your capabilities. Any other questions?
Yes! Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let her decide the name.
Team Powerpuff Heroes! 100%.
Considering your character, I was expecting something different. Nevertheless, it is a good name. I have no objection.
Woo!
The name is settled then. Everyone, please get ready in your designated exchange zones. We can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
Alright, let's go to the area.
We're entering the final stage.
The relay race starts. Ling Yan and...
General Jiyan and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Despite it being Rover's debut race, she's demonstrating impressive skill.
Thank you.
Come on! Come on!
I'm going!
Oh, no!
We're in the lead now. Don't worry, keep going.
What a pity.
Take over.
Whoa, what?
Rover's taking a commanding lead.
The Gull Puffs don't seem right.
I think
Watch out.
this championship is a foregone conclusion.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening? That poor guy. But there was like a weird voice that came in. Where's that guy gone? Is he just gone? They just took that man away.
Rover, are you all right?
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
I'm just glad everyone's okay. Is that guy okay? The one that just got like kidnapped by them? That was so funny. That dude, he's like, whoa! It was so good.
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before?
I think I heard something.
An unfamiliar voice briefly interrupted our team's channel. Wenshu, let's evacuate the spectators now. Send them back to the city in batches.
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. Ending it early may spoil their fun. The voice you mentioned. Could it be our spectators cheering?
When Rover asked me to team up with her, I heard something similar by the racing lane. I have requested the monitoring data records of all nearby waterways from the Academy for safety measures.
I see. I thought the Gull Puffs were just frightened.
There might be an underlying cause of this unusual behavior. The records will take some more time to download. Evacuate the people first.
I trust your decision, but...
What happened?
A man somehow ended up riding a Gull Puff when it all happened. And he seemed to really enjoy it. Now other people are eager to give it a try too.
That's the conclusion. That's hilarious.
They all seem super excited. I guess it will take some time to evacuate them.
That's so funny.
Get that person to leave first, and the others should follow.
Get them to leave on Gull Puffs, and they'll go. Let's just get them all Gull Puffs.
Wenshu, I'm going with you.
Anything I can help you with?
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make things easier for sure.
No problem. Let's go.
Thank you.
Sir, please calm down and stop talking about riding Gull Puffs.
But that was really fun!
That's so funny.
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just need to confirm something. As I expected.
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel it at all.
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your sensitivity to pain. However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaking involuntarily, likely because the wound has been left untreated. Fortunately, it's not caused by the Gull Puffs. Please take this to relieve the pain for now.
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right. Have you calmed down now?
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
When she was like, that's enough. Go.
Rover, fancy seeing you here.
Oh, Mortify! Dude, hey! Jiyan and I are joining the relay race together.
I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to suspend the race for now.
Hi.
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and I found unusual fluctuations near the upper waters to the north.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly. but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. I will investigate this further at a later time.
Is it related to the gulp of strange behaviors?
Animals are often the first to detect signs of danger. Tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. They're very sensitive to any change in the frequencies in their surroundings. And that's why those gull puffs went haywire. I suppose that's why you asked me to check the monitoring data for you, Jiyan?
Yes. The timing of this change is concerning. Why did it happen precisely during the Riverside Games?
Perhaps the Riverside Games frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Let's go check out the upper waters now.
Yes, let's go.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks. Jiyan, Rover, stay safe.
Wait! Wait, what?
Don't come near me.
Oh. That looks adorable.
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of tacit discords.
It's the retroag rain. We need to hurry up.
Oh, not this again. Oh, come on. They were just vibing. I feel kind of bad.
Let's participate. Together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow.
Oh shit. Oh, of course I missed the last one.
You should relax. We can. Who knows when it's the next? Let's go. Come on. Go. Take over. Tacit discords. They won't. No. I can't. Help!
The voices, they are...
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games, mingled together with cries for help. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Or maybe... Anyway, we have to figure it out.
Oh, there's a big enemy behind. Alright, Sonorosphere time. Echoes of the past. The mind recollections and fixations serve as a fodder, creating a deceiving facade reminiscent of the past. The internal path is treacherous, with misstep potentially plunging one into a bottomless pit. That looks dope. This is the Jinzhou city?
Yes and no. Technically, it's a replica of the city made up of remnant frequencies.
A replica?
Simply put, it's an illusion made of memories. Scholars would call it a sonorosphere. The environment here is ever-changing. One misstep and you may fall. Stay close to me.
Oh, I will.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with them. It's almost as if they are...
Merely soulless shells. Let's keep moving.
Ah, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork among members of a temporary team?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
temporary team? Are they talking about us?
It's the temporary team from a decade ago.
Are you alright, Jiyan?
I'm fine. Brought back some memories. According to Mortefi's speculation, this sonorosphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequencies, and it led to the abnormal fluctuations we detected earlier.
Bloody hell! Oh my god! That was fucking terrifying! Oh shit!
Hey, look! Isn't that the temporary team? Oh, the last runner's actually catching up!
Oh, I don't like the movements!
Really? That kid! I remember, he's a new recruit! Impressive!
What are those?
It's the tacit discords. Watch out.
So those spectators were tacit discords too.
They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem.
But why are they reenacting the Riverside Games from a decade ago?
All of this, I have a feeling it all ties back to the temporary team. I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was a part of that temporary team.
Yes.
Back then.
That sounds familiar.
It's the Nell Squares bell.
Something doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I'm here with you. We'll go see for ourselves.
Hell yeah, we're a good pair! Like, we are a good pair, so not worried at all. What a hell of a team. Oh. What the fuck? That was fucking well weird.
Rover, look out the window.
Oh, wow! Oh, that looks so dope.
Upside down.
Oh,
So
this
is everything in this place like this?
Ooh, that looks so cool.
Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the tacit discords imitations?
They're tacit discords. Stay close to me.
It's too many of them! It's impossible! The reinforcement is here! No! No! They're all dead! No one's coming for us!
We're here to help.
This is the remaining memory of the dead. We can't communicate with him.
It seems he's reliving that day on the battlefield.
Yes. Trapped inside his own memories.
Can we trust him?
What on earth are they thinking? Why are we getting new recruits as reinforcements? They're just kids. No way we're letting them on the battlefield like this. Are all of our bases compromised, leaving us with no seasoned soldiers?
Are these memories of that past battle?
Yes. The tacit discords devoured our fallen soldiers' frequencies to gain their memories.
Why were the new recruits sent to the battlefield?
Back then, we suffered simultaneous assaults on our defenses. We had a critical shortage of troops. The situation was urgent. We had to deploy our latest recruits as a last resort. Many of us couldn't make it back.
If only I could. It's all my fault.
He does stand out among our new recruits, but he lacks experience on the front line. And now our captain's asking us to listen to his commands? Can we really trust that kid?
What are his plans for us now? Retreat or stand guard?
We have no choice. Jinzhou needs our protection. We must buy more time for our people. But how do we defend this place, and who's left to do so?
You know, those who stay may not make it back.
If we must stay to hold the lines, count me. We can't let those monsters take this place. Will our new captain make the right call in time?
The new recruit they're talking about. So, they stayed to hold the line?
Yes. That was the right decision. For the greater good.
That's why the Desserok Highland didn't fall.
Yes.
If only I could. It's all my fault.
Oh, wow.
Damn these monsters! Will they ever stop?
Stay focused.
The fog is thickening. Stay alert.
Ooh, that's so creepy. This is literally like Silent Hill.
Be careful of the tacit discords, Rover.
Damn. If only they didn't have the giant health bars in front of them. Giving them away a little bit there.
Don't you worry.
That's so fun. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
Where on earth are those voices coming from?
A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, a sudden TD outbreak struck the Desserok Highland.
So the voices are from that past battle?
Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss.
Your temporary teammates, did they...
And they were not the only ones who lost their lives in the Desserok Highland. This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverberations they left behind.
Can I just say the music has been fire? But this is very sad.
How did the TDs acquire their memories?
As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. Now, they're just reenacting what happened in their memories. But it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting.
They don't want to become one with those monsters.
Yes, the tacit discords are merging together. This will endanger more civilian lives if we allow it to occur.
The deceased soldiers led us here to stop them?
It would seem so. It's the bell. They must be showing the way for us.
Let's go.
For emergencies.
Oh, that imagery with the bell? Oh, gorgeous. Oh, wow. Okay, this might have taken over as my favorite setting. God damn, this is incredible. I love this, like, scenario. Holy shit.
The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight.
I'm braced.
The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurants first.
Ow.
Crimson Blossom.
Ah, where'd it go?
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year, of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join your temporary team, so Ganchuan and Ling Yan can still participate in the race. We initially fell behind, but later reclaimed the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers. They must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the Tacit Discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a TD outbreak.
During that past battle in Desert Highland, did you?
Yes. We fought together.
They probably didn't want it to happen again.
Oh,
All those
shit.
Deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on, Rover.
Reborn from ancient roots. Grafting, suffer. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
The bell is right ahead.
Is it Nell Square ahead?
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Ah! Oh, the imagery, that's so sick. Dude. Wow. Oh. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I loved that. Are these all Tacit Discords?
Nonsense.
What on earth are they doing?
They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits.
What is this lesson about?
During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included. Until that day.
After the battle in Desert Highland?
Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is the place where our career as soldiers begins and ends. These monsters will never fathom the weight of their sacrifices.
Jiyan, let's go bid them farewell one last time. Oh shit. Okay. One of these bad boys.
Can't let this one pass. Let's go together.
Ooh.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Champion.
Caution. Saw that coming.
Trust me.
Vitality. So it's really fun.
Ah, god damn it.
All is fair.
We are leaving it to you. Yeah.
Now, we'll do it together again.
Wind Rider.
Oh, visually that looks so fucking dope.
Crimson Blossom.
god!
Thank you, Rover.
That was so sad. Oh, mate, the imagery there.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
The soldiers, are they gone?
They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should deliver the sample to the Academy. For emergencies.
We're no longer seeing any unusual fluctuations now. Good job. You should have successfully prevented a potential TD outbreak. As you requested, I compared the fluctuations with those of the previous outbreaks, and I did spot some similarities.
Thank you, Mordefi.
I'm not done yet. Thank me later if you must. Though there are some similarities, they aren't identical. I'm no expert in this field, and I can't give you any definitive conclusions yet.
This is the frequency sample I've recorded.
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her.
Your colleague?
It's someone you know.
Baija.
She specializes in echoacoustic research, and the sonorosphere is her field of expertise.
Yes. Whatever you do, please keep it safe.
What now? You don't trust me?
I trust you as always, Mordefi. But this sample, it means a lot to me.
Rest assured. You should know how careful we are with our samples, especially such a valuable one.
This should be our wake-up call. The wave-worn phenomena is more complicated than we thought.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all these. By the way,
what?
The Riverside Games people were looking for you, Jiyan. Probably wanted to discuss holding the event again at a later date.
Sure. I'll go talk to them once everything is settled here.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
It was nice to get to see him in a quest for a bit. See you.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me?
Sure, let's go.
Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square.
Jiyan?
There is something I wish to do with you today.
What is it? Yes!
And this is...
A seed.
What seed? Sorry. Just the look on her face.
What seed?
This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago.
Did you plant all these flowers here?
From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would want to see how it's thriving now. This flower, we named it the Amordia.
Amordia. That's a beautiful name.
Yes. The word represents both departure and return.
So, the departed soldiers can one day return home?
Yes. I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, we need something like this to hold on to. Thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. Now they no longer have to fight. And this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here.
You accept the seed. Despite its size, it feels heavy in your hand. Together with Jiyan, you plant it. Perhaps one day you'll watch the sunset again with the flower you planted by your side. Are you alright, Jiyan?
Thank you for your concern. Every Midnight Ranger is prepared to die on the battlefield, any day. I know this all too well as their general in command. Helping the souls of our fallen ones return to their homeland. This is one of the few ways I can honor their sacrifices. Rover, I have one more request. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me?
That will never happen, as you're playable. Therefore you're safe. But yes. I promise. I will not let you die! I promise.
Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jiyan. Ah, what a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time. Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happy in the safety of their pond. Happiness and safety often come at a cost, whether it be for fish or people. And if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us.
What happened to that temporary team 10 years ago?
10 years. How time flies. I coordinated the Riverside Games that year, too. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now. It was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled during their first exchange. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulp-puff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember.
They must have been overjoyed to win.
Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked, just like how you looked in this photo.
That photo is amazing! The guy in the background. Is this a group photo of us?
We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot of the whole team.
Thank you.
I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jiyan about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Another brilliant quest. I really enjoyed that one as well. With this one, it was a little bit different to the other character quests that we've had, because I think this one was a little bit more, not necessarily about learning about Jiyan as a character, because we already had that in the main story. I think this one was a bit more about understanding how he's coped with loss as not only a recruit back in the day, but also as a commander, and his attitude, I guess, towards the sacrifices that these soldiers have, like, made. But also, I think there is this part of him that, because he is a general, I do think that there is this kind of loneliness to his character. Like, even when it came to him joining in with this, like, temporary team, not only because of the kind of sadness it gave him from the memories, but him kind of being like, there's someone else more suitable to doing that. Like, I think that there is this kind of reticence on his part with joining in and sort of relaxing and letting himself enjoy things, because I think he's worried about it getting taken away. So I think he's just a very serious and stoic man, and I think this has come from the losses that he has had to witness and suffer from. And it was really nice seeing the flowers that he had planted as a way to kind of like immortalize the memory of the soldiers that have fought and died for Jinzhou. And also the fact that he wanted to be planted like among them, like a flower planted for him among them in the future. It's very sad. But I also think that it shows how important he understands that their role is in protecting Jinzhou and how much pride he has in that role. But it's not necessarily pride in the fact that he's a general. I think it's pride that he sees himself as another person that is defending Jinzhou, and he values the lives of every single soldier that he has. I like that it was this little extra snapshot. I probably should have played it after the initial quest that I'd done with him, but I think it was a really nice way to kind of see his character. And I almost wish they'd had like a little cutscene of him like 10 years ago, design a bit different, and him just like as a recruit soldier doing this. I think that would have been a really interesting scene to get to see. But I think the little shot we got was nice, but it would have been nice to maybe see a Jiyan before the weight of war and death and everything was kind of on him as a character. I think it would have been interesting to see that, so we could have kind of seen how far he has kind of changed and come through his life experiences, you know? Yeah, I think it was a really nice little snapshot. I can see why they didn't do a super long quest, and he had mentioned these games before and like how important they were. I think the other thing that's really interesting about him though is the fact that he comes from a family of doctors, so I think it would have been kind of cool if they'd almost had like his parents showing up or something to do with that rocking up. I think that would have been quite interesting as well. But I think overall it was a really nice addition to his character that it was cool to get to see. I really hope that they do more of these in the future for more resonators. Like, it was really cool getting to see Mortefi, but for example, Mortefi's character is really interesting anyway, because he's got this like all this kind of growth on him, and he clearly has like these dragon-esque characteristics and stuff, and we know he's like a researcher and stuff, but we don't really know much more than him other than that. And I really hope that they do hopefully do some more stories in the future that kind of delve into more of the, not necessarily just the 4-star characters, but like some of these other characters as well, because obviously I know we're going to a new area, so I'm hoping that they will kind of come back here and we'll get to see more of those stories too for some of these characters, because they are really interesting. So yeah, I hope we get to see more. And I also think as well, I'm actually quite surprised there isn't a character quest around Yang Yang. That's the other thing that surprised me a little bit, but same again, she is only a 4-star, so maybe they just won't do them for those characters, but she's been quite an important part to the story, so yeah, maybe we'll get something in the future. But overall, I really enjoyed these two. These have been absolutely amazing. Oh, I don't know where I'd put them. I'd probably do like Encore and Changli's would be very even for me. And then maybe Zhezhi's, and then maybe his. Maybe Jiyan's, and then like Camella's would be like last for me. I think that's the order so far. We'll see how I feel with the last two that I've got to do. But yeah, honestly though, these have been brilliant. I really enjoyed I really enjoyed filming these today. These have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching my playthrough. Let me know what you think so far of these character stories. How do they rank in your favorites? And what did you think of these characters? I overall really enjoyed these two. I'm excited to do the last two, although I have heard that the last two aren't quite as good, so I might have kind of saved maybe not the best for last, but we'll see how we get on, because I've also got the 1.4 story to play as well. I am also waiting for the next half of the banners as well for a certain character that I want to get. So yeah, I've got some good stuff coming up from Wuthering Waves. Hopefully going to be caught up by the time 2.0 comes out, so I'm very excited. But thank you very much for watching. If you want more Wuthering Waves, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Let me know that you enjoy the content. And if you also don't know, I also have a Twitter and I have a Discord as well, so if you want to join those, please do. That would be very lovely. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!